Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
Fix my collar here. Breaking news: Hunter Biden.
Yeah,
the
jury's
jury,
out.
The jury is in there.
Yeah, they're deliberating. So we'll see if maybe they'll get out early today. Be done.
Maybe we'll have the two-tier justice system on
Show its
on
ugly
show
face.
for the whole world to see.
Yeah, maybe so.
Who knows? I mean, roll the dice. Really. I mean, actually, roll the dice.
Loaded dice.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I don't know how it's going to go. But we'll see. Either today or tomorrow. Okay, today we're going to fully explain why we call Biden's presidency the Biden-Harris Idiocracy. It started with the nomination of Kamala Harris as a running mate, and then the president's cabinet. Despite Harris attacking Biden during the 2020 primaries, you remember that?
I do, yeah. Calling him out on busing and all kinds of stuff.
I was a little girl on that bus, right?
Whatever.
Biden picked Harris as a running mate solely because of her creed. That is why.
Yeah,
he wanted the black vote, so he chose her as a running mate. No credentials whatsoever.
No merits at all. Yeah. It's because she was not an outstanding attorney general in California.
Or senator.
Of United States senator in California.
And she was a San Francisco prosecutor, right?
Yeah, maybe that's what I mean. Not the attorney general. Was she attorney general in California? I know she was a prosecutor in San Francisco. Yeah, and she was a buddy of Governor Newsom. They were buds.
Yeah,
and then she goes back to either a buddy of if you go way back to Willie Brown.
Downtown Willie Brown.
Yeah, Willie Brown. Yeah. Very, very strong Democratic player in California.
Nothing to, strong, maybe, I don't know, you can put strength and Kamala Harris in the same sentence.
Yeah, if she gets a sentence out, loyal, it's strong, I guess.
Loyal, Democrat, yeah. But we've already done a segment on Harris's predilection for speaking without thinking, if you remember that. That was a hilarious.
Word salad sandwich, yeah.
That was a hilarious one. More recently, this is outrageous, too. How dare she? How dare Kamala Harris? She was at having an address on Saturday, Wednesday, as Biden calls it, before the Michigan Democrat Party. She was addressing them. In obvious pandering fashion, Harris mourned the Palestinians killed during the Israeli hostage rescue.
What is up with that?
Pandering, absolute outright pandering in Michigan, because there's a lot of Muslims in Michigan.
They've had 7 months to give up these hostages, right? Give them back.
Yeah,
and they didn't. So
someone on I think CNN asked this Israeli guy about, did you give any warnings before the hostage release? Hostage release? Come on, it wasn't a release. And
they took them back.
You don't. They took them by force. You don't warn people that you're going to come, possibly kill them to get the people that you're holding hostages. You don't do that. You don't give away your game plan. Yeah. Unless you're in the Biden idiocracy, then you would. It sounded as if it was an offhanded anti-Semite response, is what it sounded like. First, she reminded us of the brutal massacre of 1,200 innocent people by Hamas.
Okay.
And that was a quote, right? Then expressing thanks for the hostages reunited with their families. Okay. That's legit, right? And then mourning for all lives lost in Gaza, including those tragically killed today. End quote. Why did you have to throw that in at the end?
Yeah, I don't know. Why? Code stuff, I guess. I don't know. For the people that, she wanted to make sure that the people in their camp were...
It's like a running joke for the world that Palestinians surround themselves with civilians so that they can't be killed. Or Hamas. Hamas does that. Not Palestinians. I take that back. Hamas does that. That's the political arm. There's cartoons of a dude with, baby strapped to his back and a woman on his arm and another man here and a kid here and, lashed with rope so that he can't be killed or anything. Now check this out. Did politicians mourn the deaths of Jews and camp guards and Nazi leaders of the camps where the Jews were liberated during World War II. This isn't just an offhanded, comparison. Me saying this, just to stir it up. I mean, it's actual. The Nazis killed Jews. Hamas killed Jews.
Thousands.
Hamas took prisoners. The Jews imprisoned a lot of people and killed them in those camps. So it's a direct correlation.
Yeah, and again, what happened on October 7th, was it? October
Complete
7th,
surprise,
right?
Yeah.
Right, but that had been, it's not like they just started raining rockets down on Israel, right? They've been doing it for years.
Yeah, it escalated.
Right.
Yeah.
And, otherwise, Israel wouldn't have had to build their Iron Dome. But they did, and it's pretty effective, but obviously that day it didn't work out well, so too bad. So anyway, the DIE has controlled every aspect of this idiocracy. Yeah.
I mean, he put out an edict to have all of the agencies in the executive department do their thing for DIE.
Yeah, and we're going to go over some of those appointments. So the appointment of the cabinet members started all this fiasco, and it's continued with government positions, including a Supreme Court justice,
Ketanji Brown Jackson.
Ketanji Brown Jackson, right?
I mean, she's a judge. She was a judge, but was she the best? Before the vacancy. Well, it wasn't even a vacancy. Before they started vetting, he said, "I want a black woman."
Right.
Right. I mean, take the best.
Exactly.
If it happens to be a black woman, great. If it happens to be Asian, great. Whatever, take the best. She was the best for progressives, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, or maybe she was the one that was willing to go through the vetting process, because that's pretty tough, right? I mean, we've seen it, definitely seen it on the right.
Kavanaugh
Kavanaugh
they just went after him.
Yeah.
Gorsuch. Reap the whirlwinds.
Oh yeah, they just it's having protests at their homes. I mean, it's just crazy. So the first one, we're going to talk about is the HHS Secretary, Xavier Becerra. He was the Attorney General of California. Maybe that's what I was thinking of when I said Attorney General earlier. Yeah. He had no experience whatsoever in health or human services. None. Not that is recommended, but he's not even. That's not even his alley.
Healthcare administrator. He's not.
Exactly.
Not even in his alley.
Yeah, it's not even in close at all. So. He was chosen for, like you said earlier, his creed and his rabid loyalty. I mean, he's loyal to the Biden camp.
Yeah, and he's Hispanic, so fits the DIE model perfectly.
They're trying to get that vote.
If he was transgender, it would be a perfect fit. I mean,
well, we had one of those. Remember that? What was that guy that was stealing the luggage?
What's that guy? The atomic.
He's got.
In the energy department of energy.
Yeah. Another guy that was totally out of his, totally. But I mean, he was there to steal luggage. Crazy stuff. This is nutso.
Who does that, man? Who does that?
Yeah, exactly.
I want
just for
clothes.
the underwear and the clothes. I mean, anyway.
And not the Attorney General, the Surgeon General, right? Man of the Year, Rachel Levine.
Yeah,
right?
That makes sense. Yeah. So the mission of the United States Department of Health and Human Services is to enhance the health and well-being of all Americans, providing for effective health and human services, and by fostering sound, sustained advances in the sciences underlying medicine, public health, and social services.
Right from their website, the mission.
That's
right from their website.
Statement. Yeah. So.
What have they done to advance medicine?
Yeah.
What have they done?
Yeah. I just heard earlier today that there are some school districts that are still mandating COVID vaccines. Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. So there you go.
You're all for abolishing the Secretary of Education.
I'm not a vaxxer. Yeah, it's.
Well, you don't like the Education Department anyway.
Yeah, the Education Department
down at a local level.
It needs to be put in the state level.
Yeah.
So when you Google their recent accomplishments, the HHS touts much money, how much money they've spent.
And
COVID money.
We've done a series on this. It's
wasteful.
3/4 of it is scams.
Yeah, wasteful.
Pictures of Barbie and Ken. Come on.
Yeah, this is taxpayer money. This is our money. They could be going to other stuff.
If you haven't seen that, go back to it. It's like our 5th show. Somebody put a picture of Barbie for their
likeness,
COVID relief. Yeah, as their a picture of them.
Crazy.
That was a scam, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure California got a good fair share of that money.
Because they're blue. They're super blue.
Yeah. New York, same thing. And what did it do? It didn't really help much because how many thousands of people died in
homes?
In New York?
Yeah, in the homes.
Thank you.
They could have went on the ship.
Cuomo.
That Trump sent the
they
USS
didn't even use
Mercy.
that thing.
No,
right? Nobody went on that thing.
We're not going to take any help from Trump. No.
Yeah.
Nah.
So mental health services for transitioning.
Yeah. Mental health. So if you need counseling, you're having difficulties. Do I want to be a man? Do I want to be a woman? Do I want to be non-binary? Do I want to be a spirit wolf? We've got mental health stuff for you. Ridiculous.
Well, it takes one to know one, I guess. Launch new Medicare mental health benefits.
The newcomers, right?
10 million newcomers and millions already here before Biden assumed the throne.
That's an accomplishment by the HHS, isn't it?
Yeah. Substance awareness campaigns aimed at educating how to use without overdosing and where to get needles.
Is that ridiculous?
Yeah, that's what we
remember
need.
San Francisco?
Yeah.
Handing out needles. Well, we want you to have clean needles so you don't catch AIDS, or we want to show you how to do it so that you don't overdose. Come on.
We do. We live in a state that is crazy.
California does that.
Down. Yeah, this is crazy upside down.
If you're in Iowa, Nancy, if you're in Iowa and Janet, not Nancy, Janet, you don't see this kind of stuff. We see it here in San Francisco, in San Diego, in LA. It's crazy.
Yeah. So the entire aim is for DIE, not everyone, just DIE.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now let's talk about another clown.
Pete Buttigieg, transportation secretary, right? He was the mayor of South Bend.
Bend, Indiana, yep.
Right? The only credential he had for transportation was fixing potholes and roads in his town. He was there from like 2011 to 2012 to 2020.
Yeah,
something like that.
Almost, yeah. Pothole king.
However, in 2019, the South Bend Tribune reported that potholes at the time were the worst area repair shops had seen in over 10 years. Lines of vehicles, this might be an exaggeration, lines of vehicles reportedly awaited repair for pothole damages every day. That's from the Trib.
Can't even
South Bend
fill
Trib.
a pothole. And he's running our
those are just patches,
Transportation.
man. The roads are crumbling. Pothole here, 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 and here. And now you just got patches that it's going to keep crumbling.
It's crazy.
Now Mayor Pete judges roads. You like that, Buttigieg? Mm-hmm. Now Mayor Pete judges roads and bridges to be racist, or at least racistly created.
Of course they did.
I made that word up. That's
Racistly-
my word.
racistly created.
It's an adverb. Being racist. That's my word. Twerp. In Texas, that's my word. Racistly. His track record for rail safety is abysmal.
This guy has no business doing this.
Oh, well, trains are going to derail. Yeah, like people are going to do something in Maine, Come on. Do we really need to talk about airplane safety?
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
And it still keeps going on.
Yeah.
A door pops off here, or you have a mechanical breakdown on
catching
fire.
on fire right after
mid-flight.
takeoff. Yeah, it's nuts stuff.
So, in fact, it's all nosedive because of DIE, diversity, inclusion, and equity. In fact, Antony Blinken was stranded in Davos because his plane had a medical issue en route to the World Economic Gripe Forum, whatever.
It's too bad it didn't last longer.
Air Force had to send a plane out there to bring him back.
Yeah, that's too bad. You could have kept him there for a while.
Transport vessels that would normally be sighted and halted from sea transport now strike and destroy bridges, killing innocents. I've never, other than the Exxon Valdez.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, I've never seen a catastrophe. Of this magnitude where it hits a bridge
involving transportation.
Yeah. Has Mayor Pete done anything in transportation to make it better than when he ascended the throne? That's what you try to do, make it better. Right. With my kids, I'm trying to make it better for them than what I had it.
Yeah, if you know about any of these accomplishments, let us know in the comments because we're crickets. We don't got anything here. So, all right, now we're going to talk another great guy, Lloyd Austin, the Department of Defense Secretary. Now, you would think in this particular position, you'd want somebody very strong, very astute to what's going on, military background. The only soldier to command in combat, 1-star, 2-star,
and 3-star, 4-star,
4-star
in
both Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts.
To be a commander, a 1-star, 2-star, division commander, corps commander, 4-star commander in both conflicts. Never been done before, ever.
Right. So, impressive credentials for a DoD secretary. Was he appointed for his creed? He created 2 principal diversity offices in the Department of Defense. Just what we need. Special Operations Command published via social media Pride Month propaganda. There we go.
Shot out like last week, you know? Like, you guys have special ops, man.
Yeah. Spending money, transgender surgeries free in the military. But somebody's got to pay for that, right? They're not free. Abortion's free, available in the military. Pregnant women cannot deploy into combat.
Let's take the children away so that they can deploy, right?
Yeah. Racial gender ideology, construction and DoD class instruction in DoD classrooms.
And it's like because DoD's got primary schools, they got a high school, they've got the academies. On wherever base you go. You know? If it's a large enough base, you'll have a high school. Sometimes overseas too. And the academies, they're pushing this down to the schools.
Indoctrination.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
okay, moving on to Anthony Blinken. Lloyd Austin's got, he's got a lot of medals, but he's just a lapdog for the progressive movement, Anthony
he's no what's that? What was his name? Schwarzkopf, the guy that led.
Right.
He's him, right? I mean, that guy was
or Abrams, or
the list goes on. I mean, these guys were
Eisenhower.
They were good guys, and I don't know, just
Patton.
It's very concerning when somebody like that is leading the military from the Pentagon, right?
Yeah.
It's concerning. So now we're going to talk about
So Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, right? He's one of the only non-DIE hires because of his fanatic loyalty in the Obama administration.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's a holdover,
right? He is. He refused to produce documents to Congress regarding the disastrous Afghanistan withdrawal, which John Kirby says, by all accounts, was an overwhelming success.
Yeah, you go back and watch any of the film clips on that and tell me if it's a
people
success.
Falling from airplanes.
Yeah, that was just a disaster.
The bombing that killed so many people. 13 of our national treasure.
Yeah, it was awful. We talked about that too.
Our viewers know that. They know it. So that's what Biden's mouthpiece for pushing a ceasefire in Israel, Blinken. Oh, let's not forget the $320 million temporary pier in Gaza that fell apart.
Yeah, it just fell
apart. Just fell apart, literally. Come on, man.
That's some money well spent there. Oh my gosh.
We could go on and on, but all this supports the notion of an idiocracy. If it's not a meritocracy, they're idiots. If we're not happening to us, it'd be funny. That's how other nations see us, laughing at us, as the Three Stooges.
Yep.
It's completely and totally sad for us. It's very sad.
Let us know your comments.
Vote them out.
Vote them out.
Thank you.
Have a good day.